Hello everyone, how are you today? We hope you stay healthy and safe. In this video, we are going to present our discussion result about safety, rules, and regulation in industrial manufacturing. Before we start it, let us introduce our group member. My name is Wahyu Augustine, you can call me Augustine. The next member.
Hello guys, my name is Octavia Rosita Sari. You can call me Frisca. Thank you. The next member.
Hi guys, my name is Rahma Melati. You can call me Dinda. Thank you. Next member.
Hello, my name is Salsabilla Damayanti, and you can call me Resta. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Marisa Widasari and you can call me Ica. Back to Iin.
Okay, next one. We started. What is manufacturing safety? Industrial safety refers to the management of all operation and even within industry in order to protect its employees and assets by minimizing hazard, risk, accident, and near miss. Manufacturing safety is everything your organization does to ensure the physical well-being of the worker in your manufacturing facility or facilities. It's a simple idea that can be highly complex in practice, encompassing multiple people, process, and technologies. The first, your people need to keep themselves and others safe. What does that mean? They need to be knowledgeable about workforce, safety protocols, engage in safe working habits, and empowered to speak up and take action when working conditions become dangerous. The second, your business process need to center on safety. Every policy, task, routine, and decision by leadership or management needs to minimize injury and risk. Also, encourage a culture of safety among your workforce. And the last one, your technologies need to support and facilitate safety. The machine your worker used to do their job need to design and install with safety in mind. Every piece of technology should help people protect themselves and others rather than get in the way. In short, safety needs to be embedded in every element of your manufacturing business. It's your responsibility to eliminate the potential for workforce accident. Every safety risk poses an existential threat to your people and your business. And any number of accidents greater than zero should be considered unacceptable. Okay, the next.
Why is manufacturing safety so important? The function of manufacturing safety, there are four. First and foremost, manufacturing safety keeps people alive and unharmed. If you and your workers want to continue living and if you don't want blood on your hands, you need to fully commit and invest in a safe workplace. Second is manufacturing safety is also tied to workforce productivity. The fewer injuries and accidents your employees experience, the fewer disruptions your business faces. Third, manufacturing safety is an essential form of risk management. Every dangerous machine, behavior, and process is a liability that needs to be corrected immediately. The more risk you have and the longer you wait, the higher the price you'll pay when something goes wrong. Last is manufacturing safety is a legal requirement to ensure your organization is in compliance with federal and state laws and to make sure you don't become the subject of a lawsuit or criminal charge, you need to create and maintain a workplace free of hazard. What are the manufacturing safety regulations? The regulations are setting in OSHA. What is OSHA? OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration. The Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970. Congress created the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or you can call it OSHA, to ensure safe and healthful working conditions for workers by setting and enforcing standards and by providing training, outreach, education, and assistance. Next.
OSHA manufacturing safety regulations and compliance. First is equipment safety guidelines. Protective guards. OSHA requires guard device on all machinery that will prevent the operator from getting caught in the machine and to keep anyone from reaching inside the machine while it's operating. Machine guards should also protect operators or bystanders from sparks or flying debris. Guards must not be removed while the equipment is in operation or modified in any way that will reduce their effectiveness. Next is machine maintenance. When equipment is undergoing maintenance or repairs, measures must be taken to ensure the equipment cannot be operated. Power supplies must have lockout device to prevent anyone from inadvertently turning the machinery on. Next is protective attire. OSHA also developed comprehensive requirements for personal protective equipment or PPE to be worn in manufacturing facilities. These OSHA dress code guidelines are intended to protect workers literally from head to toe. The first protective attire is hard hats. Hard hats is used to protect the head from falling objects, impacts from falls, and other types of head trauma. Workers are required to wear hard hats anywhere they risk injury from falling objects. This also includes forklift operators or other driver unless the vehicle cap is fully covered and protected from falling materials. The second is ear protection. Ear protection is used to protect the ear are referred to as hearing protection. Workers who may be exposed to a noise level at 85 decibels or more during a typical 8-hour day are required to wear ear protection. If the noise level reaches 90 decibels, OSHA requires the employee to either reduce the noise levels or the amount of time the worker is exposed to the noise in the work area. The third is clothing. Clothing is used to prevent accidental contact on workers. Electricians or other workers using high voltage machinery that has the potential of creating an arc flash are required to wear a flash suit or similar type of protective clothing. And the fourth is eye protection. Eye protection is protective gear for the eyes. Safety glasses are required for workers operating machinery that may expose them to sparks or other flying debris. Laboratory workers that use chemicals, acids, or caustic liquids, gases, or vapors must also wear protective gear, as should all visitors who could be exposed to the same risk. And the fifth is gloves. A glove is a garment covering the hand. OSHA requires the glove be provided for workers whose hand may be exposed to cuts, punctures, abrasions, chemical burns, or extreme temperatures. And the last is footwear. Footwear in the manner of shoes therefore primarily serve the purpose to ease locomotion and prevent injuries. Still, though, work boots are required in any facility or environment where heavy materials may be dropped or a worker's foot could be run over by machinery. This requirement is only for individuals working in the manufacturing portion of the facility. Temporary steel or plastic caps can be worn over the regular shoes, provided they meet safety requirements.
Okay, there is a tree of workspace. First, confined space. A confined space is generally defined as an area large enough for a worker to enter temporarily to perform certain functions, but there are no design for prolonged and occupancy. Such locations will often have a restricted means of entry or exit. Some examples of confined space are storage tanks, vessels, silos, hoppers, vaults, pits, manholes, tunnels, equipment housings, ductwork, pipelines, and etc. The general requirements for confined space are 1. The employer shall evaluate their workplace to determine if any space or permit required confined space. 2. If the workplace contains permit space, the employer shall inform exposed employees by posting danger signs or by any other equally effective means of the existence and location of any danger posed by the permit space. 3. Ventilating equipment need to obtain acceptable entry conditions. 4. Equipment such as ladders need for safe ingress and egress by authorized entrance, and etc. The second, there are electrical. Working with electricity can be dangerous. Engineers, electricians, and other professionals work with electricity directly, including working on overhead lines, cable harness, and circuit assemblies. Others, such as office workers and salespeople, work with electricity indirectly and may also be exposed to electrical hazards. Electricity has long been recognized as a serious workplace hazard. OSHA's electrical standards are designed to protect employees exposed to dangers such as electric shocks, electrocution, fires, and explosions. The general requirements for electrical are 1. The employer shall ensure the electrical equipment is free from recognized hazards that are likely to cause death or serious physical harm to employees. 2. Electric equipment shall be firmly secured to the surface on which it is mounted. Wooden plugs driven into holes in masonry, concrete, plaster, or similar materials shall not use. 3. Parts of electric equipment which in ordinary operation procedure arch, sparks, flames, or molten metal shall be enclosed or separated and isolated from all combustible material, and etc. And the last, storage. Storage is a place used for short or long-term holding of materials, products, and loads in a manufacturing or distribution facility. Industrial storage equipment holds positioned or placed items in an organized area set aside for them. Designing the configuration of the storage system also depends on the items' quantities and characteristics, as well as the types of equipment that will be needed to move them to and from storage. Typically, stored items in a warehouse are cartons, packaged, or individual units. Storage systems are often used for buffering or holding of reserve stock to ensure that enough components or products are on hand to meet anticipated demands. All materials stored in tiers shall be stacked, raked, blocked, interlocked, or otherwise secured to prevent shielding, falling, or collapse. Storage areas shall be kept free from accumulation of materials that constitute hazard from tripping, fire, explosion, or pest harborage. Vegetation control will be exercised when necessary. Clearance signs to warn of clearance limits shall be provided. Derail and or bumper blocks shall be provided on school railroads tracks where a rolling car could contact other cars being work, enter a building, work or traffic area. Covers and or guardrails shall be provided to protect personnel from the hazard of open pits, tanks, faults, ditch, and etc. Next.
Warning signals. OSHA has specific requirements for warning signs that are required in manufacturing facilities. Sometimes of universal pictorial identification and color codes must be entered for non-English speaking employee or visitor. Danger signs must use red letter or background while general warning or caution signs must of a yellow background. General safety signs are white with green lettering. All workers entering an area with warning sign must be aware of the meaning of the sign and the hazard present. All warning signs must be clearly visible from a safe distance, and any warning label or text must be securely affixed to the equipment or other object so as to prevent accidental removal. Some work segments in the industrial danger, confidence-based entry by permit only. Employees must be careful with confined space that give potential hazards such as lack of oxygen, exposed by toxic chemical, traps, tumble, slip, and attach. So employees whom permit only can enter confined space. Second, warning, electrical hazard, keep out. In manufacturing industry, absolutely use electricity to operate some machine, lighting, and other. Electrical thing employee must be aware with electrical hazard in this industry and keep distance with it. Third, warning, danger of falling object. Employees must be careful with falling objects. Remember, this industry have warehouses that keep all produce. At the warehouse, there are many shelves that store many stock of the produce. When the produce stock is properly organized, the produce may fall and hit the employee. 4. Forklift parking area. Keep clear. Employee must keep the surrounding area and forklift parking area clean. When other employees operate the forklifts, there are no obstacles. 5. Securely notice. Moving forklift traffic hazard. No pedestrian beyond this point. Employees must aware when forklifts start moving. All pedestrians not allowed to pass the area.
Okay, that's all from our group discussion. Thanks for the time and the attention. See you on the next discussion. Stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.